Hey everyone, Joe here. So E3 is pretty much over now. So you're probably not even caring about what I have to say, but because I've been mostly posting all this crap on Facebook. Uh, but I'm gonna talk about what I thought about it, or just the games that I'm really excited about that I saw at E3. And those of you who saw my other little webcam video probably know what I wanted, and they're like, "Oh, Joe, you're sorry." But yeah. In reality, that video was for comedy premise. I don't have that list anymore, so I couldn't tell you what was on it, and I don't remember anything. I wanted to make a periodic daily video with my friend Trevor, but complications happened, and it's kind of yeah. So real quick, I'm just gonna talk about like there's like two games that I actually wanted to see like for reals, and I was kind of really hoping to see. And actually, one of these is not on that video, but the first one's obviously Mega Man Legends 3. I was really hoping that Capcom would have been like, "Oh, we're sorry, we apologize," but they didn't do that, and they just like, "Hey, we got Resident Evil 6." And the other one, which I didn't put in the video, was The Last Guardian. I never played Ico. I only played Shadow of the Colossus a little bit, but I am completely and utterly awestruck by those games. And The Last Guardian looks like amazingness, and I don't know. I just really wanted to see that, and I feel that they're just trying to hide it because they don't want to. I don't know. So those are really the things I really wanted to see, and what I just didn't see. Then I have three games that I personally were complete and utter trash. Like I can't even describe how much I couldn't care about these games, and how much I just wish they would be. I wish they were here right now because I could rape them violently, and then rape them with a knife, and then rape the bloody hole that I made with the knife, which wasn't in the orifice that they wanted it to be in. But again, that's not going to happen until it get released. So the first one, Dead Space 3. Why is that even a thing? The first one ended fine. A kind of a cliffhanger, but not necessarily. It was like, oh no, he died. Okay. And then the second was okay. I enjoyed it, but and I liked how you got to have an actual. I don't know. I like the second one, but that one ended. That one ended fine. I don't see the problem with that one. Why a third one? Well, I know why there's gonna be a third one because money. Come on, man, money. Let's get some more money. Ah! But this one looks retarded. They got like fur coats, and I don't understand why. I could kind of understand it if it was under their suit, because it's cold in space, but being outside of the suit makes absolutely no sense to me, because then it's not really performing what it's supposed to do. Also, I don't mind the co-op. The co-op actually seems kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Although I kind of wished it wasn't Isaac. I wish it was two different individuals having their own adventure rather than Isaac again. That part I actually kind of liked, but what I hated the most was the fact that, one, you're using actual guns rather than like engineering tools, and two, you were fighting other people with guns and there was cover. Yeah. Gears of Dead Space 3. Not my choice of game. And why were they in an area where there was a huge drill? In what situation we're like, we could either take 10 minutes going around the drill, it's probably not a big deal, or we can go in the middle of the big giant drill. I just don't even know anymore. So that's the first one. I don't know what number this one is, but the Dance Central 3 or 4 or Dance Central 34. I don't know, because I found 3 and 4, and that doesn't seem to ring many bells. But I don't hate Dance Central because I personally love DDR, so I understand the appeal of playing a dancing game. Although, in my opinion, DDR is better, but that's neither here nor there. The thing I hate is that they keep making them. These games are so perfect for DLC. They're so perfect for DLC because you can't really improve that. You dance. And then you could do DLC for more songs or maybe a different mode or something like that. And a new game is just completely and utterly pointless. And obviously the whole Usher thing, or I think it was Usher, I don't know. And this third piece of shit was one that I was hoping they would redo in my last video. Fable the Journey. I pretty much watched every video I could find of that in hopes that maybe I could find something that made it look more appealing. But that didn't happen. I saw what I knew the game was, and I'm still not enjoying it. I mean, I'm replaying the first Fable, and I completely forgot that there was a mana system. Because the second and third one, you could just spam spells. So I'm actually like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to re-roll because I thought I could spam spells. Second one was pretty enjoyable. You got to see what happened, especially since you found out the main town was now horrible, scary town. And the third one, before you became the king, was really fun. After you became the king, was complete and utter trash. This game. And then there was another Fable. What was it called? Fable Heroes? They're not even trying anymore. They're not trying. So if they're not trying, I'm not going to buy. So, so those are the 3 shittiest games of E3 in my opinion. Black Ops didn't look as horrible as I thought it would be. Not great, but not as bad. Now let's talk about positive, shall we? Games I'm excited for. I'm not a huge Nintendo fan, but I thought Nintendo did a great job. Because this was so silly. They announced so many games, so many great things to show off how great the Wii U could be. And they gave you, I think 2 or 3 Mario games. And the fans are bitching and complaining because there's no Zelda game. Didn't we have a Zelda game, like half a year ago or something? Like in November, I think? That's more than half a year ago, but still very, very close to that. It just, come on, guys. There's other games. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Nintendo because my Wii is being used for Netflix, and that's about it. But Pikmin 3, and again, I played the first one, I think, and I wasn't good at it. The second one I was still really fascinated with the Pikmin series. And Pikmin 3 looks really good. I really, really like that one. Or I hope to really like that one. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I probably won't end up playing it. But I'd love to really watch someone play it. And I could poke their screen and say, hey, go over there, go over there. No, 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 not there, not there. No, no, well, now you're going to die. The next one, Metro Last Light. I'm actually currently playing Metro 2033 or whatever. And it's kind of creepy and kind of scary, especially when I'm all by myself at night. But I really love the setting and all that. And Metro Last Light looks like, hey, look, here's more. So I'm looking forward to that. And as I said with the Nintendo, I really like Zombie U. That one looks pretty cool. I like and even more so the Wii U. I personally love what the Wii U is capable of. And I'm really excited to see what they could do with the Wii U. That being said, however, I said the same exact thing about the Wii, and look where we are with my Netflix Wii. But I'm really, because I'd love to be playing a game, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out on the bus or whatever. and I'm gonna go take my Wii U on the bus, and I can keep playing that game, or like I can play, and like the inventory screen could be on the controller, so I'll be like boom, boom, or whatever. I don't know. It just seems cooler to me than I suppose it actually is. The next game, actually wasn't. I knew about this long before E3, and I've actually seen a lot of video via Total Biscuit on YouTube. But I wasn't too thrilled about it. I wasn't really into it, and my friend was really excited about it. Um, but I'm really warming up to it, and the game is PlanetSide 2. It's a free-to-play, huge first-person shooter game, class-based first-person shooter game. And like I said, I wasn't too thrilled about it, but that's mostly because all the video I was seeing was literally just Total Biscuit in a level, because this game is stylized to have like 1,000 people versus 1,000 people, like a war. And I saw more gameplay at E3, and there was not that many. There was maybe like 100 total, but it still looked even better. Like it looked 1,000 times better, even though there was a minimum of amount of people playing. And I'm starting to really warm up to it. And since it's free to play, I already signed up for the beta. Hopefully, I'll get into it. But I'm actually warming up to that. Next game, Beyond. This game, I fell in love with this game, kind of because I got like a little boy crush for Ellen Page. Um, but I'm like learning more about the actual game, and it sounds like it's a very driven game. That it's made by the guys who did Heavy Rain, and it's I don't know. I just really like in-depth storytelling, I suppose, is the words I'm trying to spatter out of my flabbing gums. Um, Plus, I don't know much about it, so I'm intrigued. Next one, I'm hearing a lot of negativity about this one because of how campy it is, I suppose. And I can understand that, but that's actually not that expensive. I mean, if for a launch title it's like $40 or something like that. Lollipop Chainsaw. I I don't think it's going to be a huge, great game. I mean, I'm sure I'll play it like once and then be done with it, but it just looks fun. You know, what's wrong with a game being fun? It doesn't have to have incredible multiplayer to work. It doesn't have to have a great in-depth story to work. It doesn't have to have the most powerful graphics. It just needs to be fun. That's when it comes right down to. I mean, that game looks fun. I want to play it, and I'm genuinely excited to play it. But I'm hearing lots of people talk about how shitty it is, and I say don't knock it till you try it. Borderlands 2. I loved Borderlands 1. I'll agree the single player was kind of boring and incredibly repetitive, but once you had at least one of your friends playing with you, it was so much fun. My friends, uh, more so Trevor, but I've had a couple other friends play with me back when I was more of an Xbox junkie, and we had so much fun. I've spent hundreds of hours playing the first Borderlands, and Borderlands 2 sounds like it's even bigger than that. And Borderlands 1 was pretty big. And the thing that Gearbox is really great about, at least with the Borderlands games, is that all of the DLC was great. Each DLC was big, and it had a lot to offer, and it was fun. So I'm excited about that game. I had to cancel my pre-order due to house and home issues, but I hope to get that loot chest pack again because I'm really excited for that one. Resident Evil 6. I'm genuinely excited about this game because I don't know why. Because I guess there's more. Oh, I saw a scene where there were zombies coming up a corridor, and there was a bunch of them, and so they're all crammed into this corridor, and they're all coming towards Leon, and the one behind one of the front ones fumbled forward and bumped that one to fall down, and then that second one I just talked about, recoiled and started bumping into the one behind him. So there was actually like zombie physics, and that I was like, whoa, look at that! That guy's falling over. That's cool. I know that's a tiny little thing. Um, and the first time I saw it, I was actually kind of disappointed with how the gun against body physics worked because it almost looked like your bullets weren't really doing anything at all. But then I saw another gameplay, and it seemed to have a lot of effect. It's just the recoil because I guess it's a pistol. It doesn't knock people backwards like in some games. But I am generally becoming more excited about this game because it actually kind of looks a little scary, at least for the part that I saw. I will say that the sliding around on the ground stuff is completely gimmicky and almost seems dangerous because I saw a scene where a guy did that. He shot like one zombie, and then as he was getting back up, another zombie just started wailing on him. Uh, but I'm excited about that game. That game looks fun. Darksiders 2. I played and almost beat the first one, and I completely regret never beating that game. The first one was actually really fun. I got really interested in the storyline. I just could not handle those really easy, boring, but incredibly time-consuming puzzles. They just took way too much time. But Darksiders 2 looks even more fun and hopefully has less puzzles or something like that. Who knows? So I'm excited for that. This other one's a little obscure, and I honestly didn't actually see it at E3, but I found like a random video from E3 footage. It's like, oh yeah, there's this too. You can check that out. And being an indie junkie, actually am pretty excited about this one. Is Papo and Yo, I believe it's pronounced. It's I don't know how exactly to pronounce it. It's like this little kid has like this robot backpack thing, and they have like magical powers that makes the world like Inception, where they can make the land like vertical instead of horizontal, and then they can start traversing. And I didn't really see too much of it, but it actually looked really interesting, and hopefully I'll find not forget that. Um, the other big one that I was really excited for, and I'm sure a lot of people were really excited for this one as well, as The Last of Us. I heard about this, I think, last year at E3, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. A new zombie game. And this year, they actually showed some gameplay. I fell in love with it. Like, they had, in terms of the actual premise, it seems pretty generic. It could be good, it won't be great, but it's just so many little tidbits here and there that just work so perfectly well. Like, there was a part where he was shooting his gun and he ran out of bullets, and it was making a little clicky noise, and the guy was like, "Oh, I know that sound. I'm gonna fuck you up." And then as he was coming, your partner was actually, "Hey, my teammate's fucked up right now. I have a brick in my hand. I should throw it at that guy." And she did. She helped cover him. And there's another time where he's being attacked and she stabbed him in the back. There's another scene where while you're strangling a person, he's not just going, "Oh God, this is painful." He's going, "Hey guys, he's over here. Somebody help me." There's a scene where he's like bashing a guy in, and at first he's all pissed off and angry, and then he's pointing the gun up, and there's a guy. He's like, "Oh fuck," and he looks scared, and that was really cool. I also really liked how you got to like you couldn't rely on your gun, like just your gun. You like because he ran out of bullets. He only had like four, and then he found two more. Um, there was a bunch of enemies starting to come out, and so you had to quickly like make a little Molotov cocktail real quick. And that's another thing I really like how this is a realistic Molotov cocktail. In like Left 4 Dead, it makes the Molotov cocktail like just spread, and it's like, well, that's a lot of alcohol. This one's like a lot smaller and more realistic. What else about that game? It just looks really good, and I'm really excited to get my hands on that whenever it comes out. Another one, I don't think a lot of people really like this one, but who knows, is Aliens Colonial Marines, I believe it's pronounced. Uh, I never really played any Aliens or Aliens vs. Predator or anything like that, and I've never really been too huge into the Aliens storyline or anything like that. But this game actually looks fairly interesting. I actually kind of look forward to playing this game. It just looks kind of fun. Um, And this next one, I know for a fact, lots of people, mostly Nintendo fans, are really hating. Is PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Personally, I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people are like, why are you looking forward to it? It's just Super Smash Bros. They're copying off Super Smash Bros. Bitch, please. There is not even one original idea in existence anymore. Any original idea that may spring out of someone's mind originated from the compilation of many, many other ideas that have already been existent, and they originated from even more already existent ideas. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out. But in all seriousness, uh, seriously, it's Super Smash Bros. Is just a certain type of fighting game, and this is just another. That's like saying, like, I don't know which one came first, Tekken or Street Fighter, but it's like saying, "Oh my God, Tekken's such a rip off of Street Fighter. This is outrage." It's just another version. The only if I have to say about it is that I'm not caring too much about the character lineup. The only character I was really excited about was Parappa the Rapper, and I don't want to buy a game just so I can play Parappa the Rapper over and over and over again. Um, I think that's it all I have to say about that one. The next one's actually a game that I was hoping to see in my last video, and actually kind of made another. I was watching the E3 and E3. I was watching G4, and G4 is so horrifically. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but so they kind of renamed it. It's called One Piece Pirate Warriors now, or at least the English version is, and the video was pretty much just the Japanese version, but with maybe English title cards and maybe some editing, and it was pretty much just the same video I've seen. There's a few things that I haven't seen, but what I was kind of excited at first, but then I thought, oh wait, this might just be a regional thing, and they might change it. So I'm hoping they don't get the English voice actors. I hope they keep it Japanese, or at the very least make it so you can keep it Japanese, at least like an option in the options menu or something, with subtitles. Because I was watching it and it was all in Japanese, and I was like, oh yeah, this is all right. And I was like, oh wait, what if they get those really really bad English voice actors? Oh, that would ruin it for me. I don't know if I wanted it, but I'm super excited about that. Now this next game, I thought was a trailer for a movie at first because I recognized the art style right away, and then I watched the trailer. I saw two different trailers. I saw one that was like the theatrical trailer or whatever. It was just like cinematics, and then I saw like actual gameplay. Um, now, bear with me here. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I wish I knew. Miyazaki, I believe, is the guy I'm trying to think of. The guy who made Spirited Away and all the great things that I like to watch. Uh, it's like that art style. I'm pretty sure. I didn't do any research again, but I'm pretty sure it's that like a group of people making this game because it looks like I said. I thought it was a movie trailer at first, but this looks really good. Um, I actually, like I said, the first one was like a theatrical trailer, and the second one was like a gameplay trailer, and the gameplay is pretty much the same style, but like 3D almost in the same sense of like the recent Dragon Quest games, but just in that art style. It actually kind of worked. It looked kind of interesting. It kind of looked a little weird here and there, but it was all right. And I think it was an. I honestly can't remember what kind of game it was. I think it was an RPG, but I honestly can't remember. But I remember I was excited about it. Now I'm definitely gonna get it. Oh, I have no idea what console that's for. I hope it's for a console I have. But I'm really excited for that. Next one, South Park: The Stick of Truth. Uh, First of all, I loved their little intro they did with the tablet to the oven to the fridge and all that. That was pretty funny. But I like turn-based RPGs, and that's something I don't think a lot of people noticed, is that this is in fact a turn-based RPG, because it works so well. The art style works so well. Looks, I don't know, looks well. And plus, most of the time they were showing the actual gameplay was whenever they're doing summons, I guess. Like, Jesus would come out with an AK-47, start shooting people, or uh, I don't know. But it actually looked pretty fun, and if it's an actual good RPG, well, I suppose it doesn't even matter. It's South Park. It'll be at least humorous. Another game which some people might not have even heard of is War of the Roses. Anyone who's played the Mount and Blade series will probably have heard of this. It's pretty much Mount and Blade, but like just multiplayer, I suppose was the term. I can't remember, but it looked like multiplayer Mount and Blade, but maybe like better, I guess would be the word. It just seemed like it felt better, and I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen it since months ago. And then the last game that I was able to re-find, because I had to re-look everything up to make sure I had everything, is the new Little King story. I never played the first one, and this one looked okay, and I honestly can't remember what it was about, but I remember being excited about it. It was cutesy, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cutesy. And I had my friend who's not really into cutesy games was like, shut up, it's cutesy, I love it. It's like, it's alright, it's cute. So those are the games I'm looking forward to, and the games I hate, and the games that I wish actually were there. Um, what do I think about the whole E3? It was alright. I think a lot of people hated it except for Ubisoft, while I personally didn't care for Ubisoft. I made a little picture, I found the template about the grading system for this year's E3, and a lot of people are like, fuck, 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 Ubisoft's good, fuck, fuck, fuck. And I was like, I don't know. I don't care for Assassin's Creed, so the 90% of Assassin's Creed of the entire show they were showing off didn't appeal to me. Um, but besides that, I think a lot of people just, you can't please anyone. If you were to show a new Zelda game, they complain about there being no Mario. If you show a new shooter game everyone's been wanting, they'll complain about how different it is. If you show something that'll hopefully appeal to other people, the hardcore gamers will go on top of that. So you can't please anyone. That's the problem with E3, is that you cannot please anyone. So I don't really think too hard about it. Maybe I do. Maybe I see a lot of people don't even know what E3 is, and yet I'm making a video with all kinds of lists. But I'd say it was pretty good. I think it was better than last year. Last year I didn't really have much to look forward to, and this year I have like almost a full page of games I'm excited about. So I say I give it a B plus to an A minus. Good job, good job. Um, I like before this film, I before filming this, I got like really exhausted for no reason, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was about to film this. Why am I getting super tired all of a sudden? So I had to drink like 5-day-old Monster Energy that's just been sitting on my desk in hopes of it energizing me up, but I don't think that worked very well. Anyways, thanks for this thing that I'm doing now, and I think I'm going to do this more. Um, I'm hopefully going to be getting a hold of some scary games, and I'm thinking of doing at least some some videos that are at least short, and if those become even close to popular, I might keep doing it. At least in terms of videos, there's one of these horror games I really want to just play. And then once I get this little thing hooked up, I'm gonna do a video of Mega Man Legends 2, because I've been in the mood to play that, because I've been playing Mega Man Legends 1 like 1,000 times, and I haven't touched 2 in a long time. But I kind of want to make it like a video, so that way when I do want to make a video, it doesn't feel forced. So that's me, Joe, and I'm tired. I'm probably going to go eat some steak. Farewell.